Hey guys, welcome back to SwissWatchExpo. Vlad is here, and today we're going to take a look at very special piece. It's the IWC Portugieser Perpetual Calendar, the Flyback Chronograph, and this watch IWC introduced to celebrate 75th anniversary of the Portugieser lineup. And when we're talking about this watch and such a horologically special watch, we need to talk about the history of the IWC Portugieser. It's one of the most iconic lineup in their collection that they first introduced in 1939, so it's a very long period of time that this watch was in the IWC collection. And the story how this name came to IWC, it was very funny because the first was approached by two Portuguese traders that was looking to have like a very big, prestigious and the watch that will be similar to the marine chronometers that people use at that time to travel overseas. So IWC decided to create this watch and made it specific for those two Portuguese trainers. But the funny story is not stopped on there, because even though this watch is called Portugieser and it's in their collection for a very long period of time, the first time that this watch actually arrived to Portugal was documented 3 years after they introduced this lineup. And the first two watches actually come to my home country, come to Ukraine. They were sent to the wholesaler in Odessa and in Lviv. So very cool story of a very special watch. And this model, the IWC introduced in 2015 on the 75th anniversary of those events. And it was very special watch because they decided to kind of like redo the regular perpetual calendar that they created in 2005 first. So this watch was come with the very unique complication for the perpetual calendar, because we have the day and months complication and as a big windows with two windows on it as like a digital display. So it seems like it's pretty easy to do it with the watch, but in reality it's very hard, because each one of those days have two discs behind them that actually need to rotate and coordinate with all the other movements of the watch. So it's very hard to do. The watch itself comes in a 44mm case size, so on a larger scale, and with IWC a lot of their pieces they come on a larger scale, because with all those complications that they put in the watches, you need some space to put them in. So 44mm case size, the watch is in rose gold that come with this beautiful sunburst blue dial that have a lot of character to it. It's also have the applied rose gold Arabic numerals, as most of the Portuguesers have in their collection, and those beautiful leaf-shaped hands from IWC. Again, iconic for this particular lineup, and very beautiful on this watch itself. So as we discussed, we have the day window at there between 8 and 9. We have the months window between 2 and 3. We also have the leap year indicator and small second hands at 6 o'clock on this watch, and all the chronograph subdials will be located at 12. So very unique and very proportionally made watch. The chronograph is also not just the regular chronograph, but the flyback chronograph. So you're not only getting the perpetual calendar, you're not only getting the chronograph, but you also have the opportunity to quickly reset this chronograph with IWC. And with everything that IWC make, they're trying to put as much value as possible on their watches. So in the power reserve for this timepiece, because we know the problem with perpetual calendars, if you don't wear the watch for some time, it will eventually stop and you need to reset all those indicators. It's a hassle, but IWC taking care of it, and they put the 2 barrels inside of this watch, so it will have a 7-day power reserve for you. With automatic movement and 7-day power reserve, if you wind this watch fully, it pretty much will never stop on you unless you're not wearing it for a couple months or so. This is the limited edition, so they only make 250 pieces like that. So it's a very special watch with special complication from IWC. They're celebrating a very special event in their history. So if you are a IWC fan and you're looking to add something more special to your collection, this is definitely should be the watch that you need to review. Absolutely beautiful piece, will be good for everyone who loves to wear a little bit more, like a little bit bigger watches. And we have it in stock at SwissWatchExpo.com. So please give us a call, send us the text. We would love to chat to you about this watch and eventually get it on your wrist.